welcome. We're going to do a Cancer spread, okay? Health, love, money, and career. Let me write that down because then I get confused and I confuse you all. So, health. I've included health because nobody does health, and health is important. I've had several clients in their 30s, early 30s and 40s that have had significant health issues, like significant, and so it's important to see what's going on with that, okay? Love, money, and career. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. All right, let's see. I do have an Instagram, Miss Servin. I do dailies there. I do fortune cookies and daily reads that are really, really quick. So please join me there if you are interested and so guided. I am claircognizant and clairvoyant. I am a seer and I'm psychic. So my reads are not just about reading, okay? It's about whatever it is that I see, okay? So, huge tower moment that you had to walk away from. I'm so sorry. Those are hard. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do health. Something's been a burden, okay, in terms of health. Something having to do with your body. And your stability, possibly with reproductive system, all right, or bones is sort of what I'm sensing. Possibly been wanting to maybe lose weight is what I'm sensing right now. Give me a minute, excuse me. So, something that you've been off balance with, okay? Something's been a huge burden for you, or maybe like hurts, okay, in terms of health. Let's keep on going. All right, give me a minute. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So possibly have lost some money in terms of stocks or 401ks or trust or something like that, some sort of legacy or investments or property investments or real estate investments or some sort of inheritance that you've lost in terms of, money, okay, or properties. This can be a loss of stability as well. So let's get going. So for your health, you have the Lovers and you have the 10 of Wands. So there's something having to do with some sort of duality, okay? I'm sort of sensing, I'm just going to put it out there, if this might be some transgender situation I'm sensing that maybe you are considering doing, okay? And so there's a huge burden based on that decision, okay? You don't know that if it's going to be balanced, or you don't know if it's going to be a good thing, okay? This can also mean that there's been like some terms of burden with like bones is sort of what I'm sensing, or unbalancing, or some sort of infertility, or some sort of like something having to do with intimacy in terms of fertileness, okay? Maybe not being able to conceive, or something like that, all right? There's something definitely that's out of balance with your body, all right? And so I think that you're wanting to get it back into balance. But I do think also that there might be a consideration of transgender. Be mindful of that, no judgment, but the hormones on that I would think would be very, very, very impactful, all right? And make sure you do your research. There has been, since there's been some people that have done it, there has been, a perspective on, the cons to that, okay? People have been very much shocked at the way their body, they feel like they were mutilated. Okay, so be mindful and just make sure that, no judgment, just make sure that you check into that. This can also be sort of like some sort of like plastic surgery that maybe you're considering. Okay, and you might think that it's too much of a burden, and that it might not stabilize you, or that it won't come out okay, and that the surgery will not be okay. So the only thing that I'm sort of sensing with this is to let you know that if you don't feel right about it, just give it some time, so that way you're really sure about what you get, okay? Because it looks like there is some worry having to do with whatever it is that has to do with your body, altering it in some way, or changing it in some way that you're not going to feel okay about, and that there isn't going to be a balance to it, okay? And I think that you're okay right now. So just give it, if you're in doubt or you're burdened, just give it some time. And I think that until you're fully, you've done the research, okay? And you've done the research for things that have gone bad, okay? So that way you understand what you're going into and what it is. So, not only the good things or whatever, but people that haven't done so well in whatever it is that you're wanting to do, or whatever surgery you're wanting to do. And I also think that there might be some money issues there, that it's very expensive. So be mindful of that, okay? And I think that that's going to be a huge burden to you in terms of the surgery that maybe will not be worth it. And maybe you might not get whatever it is, the enhancement or the stability or like the love or the self-love that you're going to want to have, okay? So be mindful of that. I would say just give it a couple of, just let it unfold, and give it some time. And that way you're fully sure of what it is that you want, okay? I don't know where to put this. Okay, and then moving on, tell me if that made any sense, because it was a weird message for me, and I'm trying to perfect my health reading, okay? Because, I just recently added health, and so I'm trying to figure it out. I think there was a huge betrayal in terms of love, some sort of like infidelity or backstabbing that was not, was not healing in any way, shape, or form. I think it wasn't a wish fulfillment, and I don't think that it gave you the stability that you were waiting for. I also think that maybe you lost money, or maybe it took too long, and when it got here, it was just a hot mess, and there was just a lot of like it was a huge betrayal. So I think that you waited a long time for maybe this huge betrayal, okay? But I think that you're healing and you're coming out of that currently, all right? I also feel that this was some karma that played out, all right? I think you played out some karma. I think this has to do with a partnership or love interest that you thought was going to be very stable, and it really wasn't, and maybe it was unjust and unbalanced, and in the end it turned out to be like this huge betrayal, okay? And this was a karmic cycle that I think you're closing out. But I do think that there's going to be some good karma coming your way, and I think that that's it, closing out of a major cycle of karma that needed to get closed out. And then we have money here. I think you're waiting on some sort of investments from far away, stocks or something that you invested in, something having to do with like money, like banks, or some sort of work that you had put in that you're owed some money. So that money's coming in, okay? I think that right now you don't feel balanced in this, and you're just waiting, and I think you're kind of tight with money, and I think that, it has you kind of an imbalance. So don't be in this energy. It'll come in soon enough, and that'll be great, okay? I also think that there was a huge betrayal as well in terms of maybe a partnership or a venture that didn't go well, okay? That maybe you thought was going to bring in more money, and it didn't. And then moving right along to career, huge wish fulfillment, CEO situation status. This is a new venture. This is, being, the top of the tier. So, whether it be a raise, manager, a business owner, it's going to give you, it's a wish fulfillment that you're bringing in. Yeah, huge wish fulfillment. This is a venture capitalist, an entrepreneur, someone that really is very passionate and very creative about whatever it is that they're doing, in this case, career or profession. And I think you beat out all the competition, specifically a specific male that was in a high position. You beat them out, okay? And this is destined, and this was fated and destined to give you, because I think it wasn't just, and I think this person, sort of like, did a number on you. And I think in the end, you're really going to do exceptionally well in terms of being in a higher position. All right. So hope this helped. Cancer, and hope this helped, Cancer. And so thank you so much if you helped me reach my 600 goal. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to help me grow my channel and enhance it. And our, you know, our goal is 1,000, okay, subscribers. So namaste, Cancer, love and light.